What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Movie Raise. Riverdale has for a very long time received criticism for the many strange choices the writers have decided to take. In the beginning, Riverdale was the story of a group of friends trying to solve a murder mystery, but following the success, the show has changed quite a lot. Riverdale is now in its 4th season, and there are a bunch of things we believe fans should be talking about more. With that said, let's get into this video. First up on our list is Cheryl and Toni Topaz's relationship. Cheryl Blossom and Toni Topaz first met each other back in Season 2 during the notorious race between the Serpents and the Ghoulies. We understand that there is a lot you can do for someone you love, but seeing how Toni and Cheryl's relationship has evolved makes us question how they can stay together. In the beginning of Season 4, we found out that Cheryl had her dead brother in her house and even went talking with him now and then.
Good morning, JJ. Let's see what the hot gossip in town is today, shall we? And then we'll do the cross.
Our predictions were that when Toni found out about this, she would break up with Cheryl instantly. But that wasn't the case at all. When Toni found Cheryl on the ground, sitting next to Jason's body, she was shocked, but not nearly as much as you would expect someone to be when you find out your girlfriend has been hiding her dead brother in the house. Toni did get upset about it, but she almost instantly accepted it, which is extremely weird. How can you allow your girlfriend to keep her dead brother and talk to him as if he were alive? No matter how hard we try, we cannot understand why. Everyone around Betty has dark secrets they are trying to hide. With this one, it's really clear that the writer is trying to make the show interesting, but it does seem strange that Betty can't meet someone that's just a friend without dark secrets. The list is long. Her father, Hal Cooper, turned out to be the Black Hood killer. Her mother infiltrated the farm, secretly working for the FBI. We're pretty sure the writers came up with that pretty recently. We don't believe there was any planning to have Alice be an FBI informer from the beginning. And Jughead, as we all know, has been through a lot. Veronica comes from a wealthy family where everyone is trying to kill each other, and Archie Andrews is Riverdale's very own Batman. Don't worry, the list isn't finished yet. Chick turned out to be not her brother, but a crazy guy making questionable videos online. Ethel was part of the Gargoyle King cult, and Cheryl keeps her dead brother at home. Finally, to the most recently added one, Charles. We honestly believe that Charles was a good guy and started to like his character, but as it turns out, he is secretly in love with Chick, Betty's crazy fake brother.
How'd it all go? Smooth as cream, babe. FP led me right to where he buried the body. We moved what was left, and everyone was appropriately grateful. Even Betty? Even Betty.
We really think Betty should have more trust issues than she has right now. Next up, we have the fact that Edgar Evernever, the man who managed to enslave and mind-wash half a town, turned out to be really stupid. This is another clear example where the writers started with a good idea and created a good storyline, only to completely destroy it just so that they can end it quickly. In the beginning, when the farm was introduced, it was mysterious, and the notorious Edgar Evernever was a man not just anyone could meet. You had to earn the right to see him. For the first scene with Edgar, we could tell that he was great at convincing people, and he made them do his bidding. He seemed like a very intelligent man, using the farm as a cover-up for his organ farm, taking organs from the farmies, claiming that they only removed bad energy. We have to admit that doing this would take a lot, and we mean a lot, of planning, and has to be done perfectly in order to work. For God's sake, Fangs was so mind-washed that he even tried to tell the others about Betty when she was there to save his life.
Okay.
Traitor. There is a traitor!
He's fine. Get him on the bus, okay? Please, okay? Keep going.
Not anyone can change people like that. Knowing that Edgar and Evelyn have pulled this scheme on multiple towns, we knew that they had a lot of money, and we did wonder what they planned to do with their wealth. When we thought about it, we were thinking about something a lot more impressive than a small rocket that looks like a kid built it. Turns out Edgar put together a bulletproof plan, executed it perfectly with his wife for years, and probably made millions just so that he could get himself a small rocket. We think Edgar deserved a better ending to his character than that. Let us know in the comments down below what you think. Granted, with everything from murders, blood feuds, and crazy cults, Riverdale is nothing like a normal town. That's something we have learned and been reminded of from the beginning of season 1, and after 4 seasons, that hasn't changed at all. However, don't you think that they all sit down from time to time to talk about their days, watch memes, compare crushes, tell dirty jokes, go out and party? You know, all the usual things teenagers do. We know that they did go on a party at Cheryl's house during one of the first episodes, but that party was arranged by Cheryl to literally fight back against Mr. Honey.
Never fear. I, as your student body president, will make sure that he is beheaded by homecoming. Or my name isn't Cheryl Marjorie Blossom.
To be honest, Mr. Honey has to be one of the most normal people in Riverdale because his decisions are always pretty logical, even though he might seem strict. We would really love to see the cast more relaxed, taking more time away from all the blood feuds, murders, and cults. Should they take some time to be teenagers, or do you like Riverdale the way it is? Make sure to let us know in the comments. Next up, Betty, Jughead, Archie, and Veronica's extremely weird cuddle scene. After the first episode, which to be honest was a really good episode which showed just how important Fred was to Archie, we jumped straight back to the normal Riverdale episodes. Just before the core 4 were going to start their senior year of high school, they all decided to have a home night at Veronica's apartment. At first, it seemed really sweet, and they looked like they were having a great time, sipping on some wine and enjoying old memories. At least, that's until Betty said, and we quote, "I can't help but think that life goes by so fast, and none of us are very good at stopping to savor it. But today, we will be." And now, look closely, ladies and gentlemen, because this is how you ruin a good scene. After saying her line, Betty starts kissing Jughead, which makes Veronica excited to do the same with Archie. From sitting relaxed in the couch talking about memories, we now have Archie and Veronica in one room going at it, while Jughead and Betty are doing it in the living room. Like, wait a second, what just happened here? It feels extremely weird that they would be cuddling all at the same time in the same apartment. We don't think many people have that kind of relationship with their friends. As we mentioned earlier, the scene could have been really good, but the whole cuddling part just feels unnecessary. We have a strong feeling that not everyone might agree with us, so let us know in the comments what you thought about this scene. Next, Hiram Lodge was put in his own prison. This was something that happened at the end of season 3, and let's be honest, we all predicted what was going to happen in season 4. In what reality would you put a criminal inside his own prison, which means that the guards that are supposed to boss him around instead work for him? What guard would be able to say no to Hiram? If they go against him, they literally get fired from their job, so they have no choice. Just like we predicted back in season 3, Hiram left the prison whenever he wanted, as seen in season 4, when he shows up at the Lodge apartment. When you think about it, it's not really strange that Riverdale is a messed up town. The adults act like kids, and the kids are trying to act like adults. Who, in their right mind, would put Hiram in his own prison? It just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Why did Edgar and Evelyn Evernever demand Betty get them $250,000 when they were both planning on killing themselves? At first, we understood completely why they would demand the money, because they will need a lot if they were planning on escaping the country without the authorities finding out. But as it turns out, Edgar Evernever was planning to fly away in his self-made rocket, which, without a doubt, would end up with him dying. Meanwhile, Evelyn was going to drive the bus with all the families on it off a cliff, which would kill not only the families, but also Evelyn. So what were they planning to do with the money they forced Betty to get? And it's just so perfectly convenient that Veronica Lodge had exactly 5 eggs worth $50,000 each at home. Riverdale is still a good show in our eyes, even though the writers make choices now and then that might seem questionable. It feels like sometimes they throw in ideas that could be good without thinking if it fits the story or not. Just take the example where Cheryl and Jason are twins, but somehow Jason is 1 year older, going into the same class as Betty's older sister Polly. Alright, enough with the critique. We love making Riverdale videos, and if there is something particular you want us to cover here on Movie Rays, make sure to leave a comment and let us know. With that said, if you liked this video, make sure to subscribe to Movie Rays with the notification bell clicked to never miss an upload. Also, don't forget to leave a like and comment what Riverdale videos you would like us to do next.